wiring done. Had to move that outside. And the reason that things are going slow around here is because I'm in the middle of another project. Right now I'm cutting out this cross member. It's a short bed. And I'm installing that Crown Victoria front end in it. It's a nice truck. It's got some work that needs to be done too, but this is what I'm working on, and this is why things go slow. This is not my truck. I'm doing it for somebody else. And cutting out this cross member is a nightmare with my saw blades. I had to get some more saw blades, and I'm in the middle of this. I'm out of gas in my welder. I went down, bought myself a new saw, so I need to put this together. This will help getting the parts that I need for the tubes. That'll help me cut that down, and we'll just overall help with getting this back together again. So this is why things are going slow. Stuff like this. Alright, so working on this truck has slowed me down a considerable amount, but I'm about ready to finish it. I'm getting really close. I'm getting ready to box in the frame. I did the tubes already; those are welded in. Somebody had suggested getting a grinder with a paddle switch. Fantastic idea. My other one was getting ready to crap out on me anyway. Things aren't meshing up inside the head very well. It's just overall worn out and old. So I took the advice and I went and got a paddle switch. And it's also an 11 amp versus the 7 amp, so it's a lot bigger. Huge difference. This thing cuts and grinds and does everything so much better. Guard is comfortable. The handle makes it a lot safer and a lot easier to use. So great investment on this, and I really appreciate the tip. That's the kind of advice that I love getting. Hey, get a paddle switch. The only reason I went with the 11 amp initially was because the 11 amp was the only one that I could find that had that paddle switch. The cool thing is you hold it down, you let go, it turns itself off. There's a switch down here and I can lock it, but any kind of disruption, if this thing drops, it'll still come off, it'll turn itself off. The other one has chased me around the shop before. I've had that thing, I've gotten hurt more times than I care to admit with that one. So this is really cool. So again, thank you for that tip. Let's get over here and get this welded. Also had to get a new tank of gas. I ran out. I went through all my welding gas. Alright, so as you saw, it's freezing cold outside, literally freezing cold. I'm off to the bank. First thing I need to do is do something about my windshield wipers. because I can't see very well. Thankfully, the auto parts store is right around the corner. And here we are, my home away from home. With new wipers on, I was able to get here safely. Looking at picking up this trailer. It's a 16 foot. It needs tires. That sucks, but all in all, it's what I need, and the price is right. Registered, clear title. This will help me move things around, get things taken care of. Definitely needs new tires, but that's what I've got going on. I'll have to build some ramps for it, and back right over here needs to be repaired. There's a hoist right there. Looks like it needs to be rebuilt, and it's going to need a jack and possibly some lights. But pennies on the dollar, and considering that the cost of steel has gone up so much, I think that it's going to be better to just buy it than it would be to build it, and then I can make whatever repairs need to be made. So there it is. That's all. You saw me welding it in. It's all finished. Splash some paint on there. Got a nice little reflection. I'm not redoing all of this. I'm just putting that in. I've got this plate cut out. I need to weld this in now. And all this, where the weld was so hot on the original frame, it just chewed it all away. I got to replace all that metal, fill that in. Still wet and nasty out. And the other thing I've got going on is I've been repairing. I've got a couple of these gates. It was completely rusted through here. I had to cut all that off. I put a new piece of metal in. These are for dog kennels. I got the coat of primer on and then never got the coat of paint on, so now I have to go back and redo all of this. And over here I've got, this was another one of the kennels. I managed to re-weld. I don't know if that's one of my welds. I don't know. These welds were all nasty and they were awful. There's the frame of that one. So I had to repair all of this stuff, and so that's another paying job that's separate to all this other stuff that I've been slowed down in. The weather has been really screwing me up on that. And I still have to get all of this stuff cleaned up. Got a guy that had contacted me and he needs some parts off of this one. There's a few other salvageable parts that I'm going to take from it. I'm going to take this tailgate because I've got an idea for making a bench, and the rest of the stuff just goes to scrap. Might be able to make a shop light out of that cover. I'll take that. Make a shop light out of it. Maybe I've got a couple, make 2 shop lights. A pair, go over the bench or something like that. But it's just been, it's a junkyard out here. It's a mess. It looks nasty. I need to clean all this stuff up. I need to clear this area out because I've got something that I'm planning on putting right here that will be greatly beneficial for all of this stuff. So that's what's been going on. That's why things are going so slow. Not being lazy, I just have a lot going on and it's all happening at the same time.